What's going on, YouTube? Figured I'd take another little video. I uploaded a video of this car the other day. 1960 Renault Dauphine, Renault, whichever way you want to say it. It's really up to you. We've had this one for about 8 months in the garage. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because I get questions on these things all the freaking time. The particular options with this one is, here's the first one. Fender mounted mirror there. This particular car also has a couple options that you don't see very often. One being the cloth seats and the door panels there. They're like half and half. Top half's vinyl. The middle piece there is all cloth. Seats in this thing have been shampooed. Interior just got a final detail. I don't know if you can see that there or not. Yeah, she's still shining. So this particular one also has about 38,000 miles on it, all original. The big option for this one is the sunroof. Let me go in here, I'll show you a little bit about it. When you're sitting inside the car, there's this big old silver handle here. All you do is pop it down, and then you just slide her open. This one's a little tight because we haven't really messed with it all that much, but this is a rare option for this particular car, especially for 1960. This is an option you don't see very often. Push it forward, then you just push the handle back up and she locks in place. AM FM radio. This is original. I'm pretty sure they said it was original. I could be wrong. The door speakers in the door panel there also came with this package with the radio. This car, this is a 4-speed. You can't really tell because of the knob, but we put a 4-speed in this car, or it came with a 4-speed, I should say. The engine is out of a 1969 Renault R10, I believe. So back in the 60s, this one being a 60 model, the engine in this car came with like 35 horsepower. So it was just a little puddle jumper to get you around town for the most part. But the R10, a lot of people would upgrade to the R10 engine because it was a little bit bigger and had more horsepower. So, and it could be mounted rear engine, just like the original car or engine in these cars. So the R10 engine has about 70 horsepower. So you got double the horsepower in less than a decade. And I gotta tell you, if you watch the other video that I uploaded on this car the other day, you can tell she'll move when you tromp on it. So there's the seats. Redid the headliner. It's all gray. These are there you go. See, a little light. There's one on the other side. Let me push the clutch in here and I'll give her probably gonna be a little loud because it hasn't ran for a little while, so I'm gonna see what she does here. Oh yeah. Alright, now I'll show you guys under the hood. Cold start, so it is carbureted. They idle high when you first start them, and then they kick back down after they warm up a little bit. Let me grab a light. Oh yeah, there we go. It's probably about out of gas too, so that's probably not helping. Don't sound too bad for a little 4-banger. She's probably gonna die on me here in a minute because it's about out of gas. These things only come with a 5-gallon fuel tank. So they'll run, but they won't go very long. Woo, look at that, shaking the car. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that up there. Alright. So there she is. These are actually water-cooled engines, unlike the Beetle. I've had a couple guys ask me about it in a previous video. These cars are cooled with a radiator. They are not air-cooled like Volkswagen. So when you're heating your car, it's just like a normal car. Everything goes through the radiator, the hot water hits your heater core, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And this big old giant box here is the heater unit. So here's your fuel tank, your fuel filler cap right there. That should be about it, I think. So this thing does have some of the chrome going down the sides and up in the corners and stuff. These little things down here are actually your air intakes for your radiator. So when you're driving down the road, air is going through these in behind your seats through some way they molded it, and it hits the front of your radiator where the fan pulls the air through the radiator. So this radiator and fan actually came, I'm pretty sure it came out of the R10 that we took, or that we put the engine and stuff out of. We had to find this. The car came with this engine, but a lot of this stuff we had laying around, so we kind of made it look a little bit more factory. But overall, this thing will run. You put it out on the street, she'll move. There's the original lubrication charts and the cooling system refill. Let me go up here and I'll show you guys the trunk, I guess you'd call it, the boot. It's in the front of the car, obviously. There's some more stickers and stuff there. Original tags over in here. There we go, over in there. Original jack. This floor's been redone in here. Access to your headlights and everything. And also, that little bitty pin right there. If you pull that pin up, that drops the front piece here for the spare tire. So when you pull that up, the whole lid drops down, and that's how you get to your tire. This here is the bottle for your brake fluid. It runs down through the floor, and your master cylinder is actually attached to the brake pedal underneath the floor. So when you got to do master cylinder work on these, they can be a little bit of a challenge because the master cylinder is actually on the floor. Now with this, when you push it down, it'll hit into that latch right there, and there's a lever right, if I can find it, right here. Let me see. I can't turn the light on. That's alright. You pull down on this lever. It won't pull down right now, but that's alright. Anyway, you pull down on that lever and it will lock your hood for you. That way it doesn't fly up on you going down the road. So, get a little side shot here. 1960 Renault Dauphine with a 1969 Renault R10 drivetrain. 4-speed. It is an 1130cc engine. And there you go. So if anybody watches this and has any questions about them, feel free to ask. And I will get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.